Meet the 18-year-old that has taken the British Mini Moto Championships by storm.
I think you should always go into sport thinking you are the best. I always told that when you go out there, you've got to say to yourself, I am the best.
I think if we can get the bike set up right, I think Adam can do well.
Find out what it takes to tame these tiny monsters. Our racer this week is Adam Jenkinson. This Manchester lad has been a sensation on the Mini Moto track. Riding in his third season, he won the British Championship last year, and this year is leading in 3 different championships. At just 18 years old, Adam has a great racing future in front of him. Next season he is going to compete in motocross and Formula 400, so watch this space.
Adam first sort of came on the scene properly in '99 when he tipped up at a British Championship round. This was about 3 rounds into the championship. Not expecting to do well at all, and he just basically won every race, and then turned up for the rest of the season and won every race. And despite being something in the region of nearly 400 points down when he first started, just missed out on winning the championship. So it was pretty obvious he got some talent.
I compete in 3 different championships, the ACU, the Eastern Counties and the British, which is like 3 weekends of each month. And I have 1 weekend spare just to check the bikes over generally, really.
Made me feel I'm very proud of him.
It's good to have Adam at the Mini Bike Championships because all the juniors really look up to him. Not for the fact that he's British champion or Eastern Counties champion. They can see the focus and the work behind, away from the racing that he does. Preparation of bike, every day of his life just basically revolves around racing his bike.
Mini Motos, or pocket rockets as they're lovingly known, are scaled down versions of Grand Prix motorcycles. They're a cheap alternative to big bike racing. Don't be fooled by their cute exterior, these bikes are very quick. Being so low to the ground means that a top speed of 70 miles per hour can feel like 170. Typically a 40cc engine that can be modified up to 50cc, weighing approximately 20 kilos and 18 inches tall. Don't be too quick to mock these small monsters, as the likes of Manuel Poggiali and Valentino Rossi began their careers on mini motos. In fact, Valentino Rossi was Italian mini moto champion twice before becoming GP world champion.
It isn't just the fact that it's small, it has to fit within a certain criteria. The other thing that sets it apart from, say, a mini motocross bike is it has to have no suspension whatsoever. It's got to be a completely rigid chassis.
An excellent opportunity for juniors to actually learn the very basics of how to ride a bike safely.
They vary, you can buy them from £700 upwards. One a replica of mine, full factory spec, you're looking at £2,000. That's for the full spec one. So, and then you've got your tyres and all your extra bits you want to put on to make it go quicker. Like I say, it's how much money you want to spend. The more money you spend, the better bits you'll buy for them.
Adam lives with his parents in sunny Manchester. When he's not racing, Adam works with his dad as a landscape gardener.
I'm a landscape gardener for Jenkinson's Landscapes, which is my dad's firm, so it's like family. All my family, my granddad were market gardeners. We've all been into the gardening scene and landscaping, so I took it from there, and I've always helped him in my 6 weeks holidays, and I love every minute of it. It keeps me fit for my hobby as well, so I love it to bits, really.
His obsession with bikes was inherited from his dad.
I've always been a motorcyclist. All my life I've rode motorcycles. From my dad was a market gardener, and he had fields, and I used to ride old army bikes and things over the fields, and just got into it like that. And I've still got 2 or 3 bikes now. I've got 3 bikes actually now.
There's something with bikes and me, I don't know, I just can't take my head away from him. My dad's always had bikes and he's got me into bikes. I don't know whether it was him buying me toy motorbikes when I was a kid, I don't know, but I started riding when I was 4 on a little bike, and just ever since then I've never took my eyes off him.
But why choose mini motos?
I seen the sport in the Isle of Man, there was on hire, so you pay £5 and have something like 5 laps, and I'd been doing a bit of motocross, so I fancied a change. And I just really enjoyed it, and then I worked my dad in the 6 weeks holidays at school and saved up some money and bought my first one for £500.
What should you do if you want to get involved in the sport?
Well, the best way really is to keep an eye on some paper example bike sport news where all your mini motor dates are advertised in the paper, so you could either turn up at a meeting and go from there and ask people there, or the website, there's quite on the internet, there's a lot of websites you can click on there, or just go to a meeting like you say.
This weekend Adam is competing in the Eastern Counties Championship at the Blyton Raceway in Lincolnshire. The day before the race, Adam and his team set up at the racetrack. Adam cleans up his bike and watches the other riders practice on the track.
You alright, Courtney? How's the bike? Tyre pressure's alright, yeah. You need to gear up, you need more top end speed down the straight. And this corner there, you're coming in too tight, you need to come in wider to get the faster outer line. Okay, just check your tyre pressure. You alright for fuel? Yeah? Are you happy with the track? Like it? That's alright then.
Even with these small bikes, accidents can be just as scary.
He's come through the S's, I think, a bit too fast and he's just clipped the tyres. Hopefully he'll be alright, he's got a full leather suit on, so he should be alright. He would have thought he'd just be a bit winded. Looks like the handlebar is a bit bent.
Adam takes his mini motor out for a test run. He's looking and feeling confident out on the track.
Well, first time out for the weekend, there's a few bits that are wrong, like I need to adjust my brakes and I think I'll go lower on tyre pressures because it's a faster track, so I always go a bit lower. And obviously it started raining now, so I could go on wets, but I think I'll call it a day for today. As you can see, it's very bad, and with 2 15-minute practices in the morning, I think that should do. The bike's running well in itself, it's perfect, just a few alterations and it should be solved.
Morning of the races, and Adam is in good spirits about the day ahead.
Well, race day morning, I'm normally the one, they call me the lazy one because I have a lie-in really, but I get up and if there's anything needs doing on my bike, I tend to do it. My dad helps me do things like fuel them and that.
First practice of the day, and Adam has a bit of work to do to get the bike up to scratch.
Front tyre too higher pressure, which is making it bounce coming into the corners. Obviously I come in a bit too hard to pass the back marker and then just lost the front end, and I'm just going to back my clutch off to give me more drive out the bends, which is less revs and more drive out the bend. No, I should have it done in time for the next practice, hopefully. Looking forward to racing today because the weather conditions are good, not too hot, it's just right. I've got one more practice to do yet. I just went out in that one, just to try this bike. I'm going to try my spare bike now, hopefully that'll be alright, and then hopefully the racing should be started for 12:30 or so. It's a club event and there's a lot of slower lads here to what I normally run in the British Championship. With it being a small track, it's quite harder to overtake. Say this hairpin corner and there's an hairpin down, that's really a limit because you can drive on too fast and you can get caught up in the tyres, but it's a smaller track to what I normally run. It's one of the smallest tracks. It's a good track, but like I say, it's hard to overtake.
Adam takes his second bike out for the final practice. Still a few tweaks to be made before he's ready to race.
Good, it went very well, but I forgot to do my wire what goes from the computer to the transponder here, and it's just, I forgot to do it and it's ripped it off. The conditions are good, so I'm looking forward. Hopefully someone will have a good race. I enjoy it better when they have a race.
This weekend, Adam is taking part in round 7 of the Eastern County Championship. Mini motor racing attracts a variety of ages. The Eastern County races are split into 9 classes. Junior A, B and C, 4.2 horsepower A and B, Production Juniors, Production B and C and Supers. Adam takes part in the Super class. Each class takes part in 3 races. The results of each races are totted up and the rider with the most points wins the round.
It's not the most technical circuit in the world by any stretch of the imagination. But having said that, we always seem to have very, very good race meetings there. It's a very fast circuit.
Riding the mini motos is very similar to superbikes. With its low centre of gravity and super sharp handling, the bike is sensitive to the rider's movement. This means that going round corners relies heavily on your approach and weight distribution. The tiny wheels mean that going round the corners demands big lean angles from the rider. Coming up in part 2, more from the trackside. The emergency services are called when racers collide. Adam and Darren fight it out on the track.